Hello and welcome to your English news broadcast live on ERi-TV from our headquarters at Asmara with your domestic and international news in brief. I am Zahra Badouri, but first we'll begin with your major and exclusive headlines for this broadcast. President Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud arrives in Asmara. President Isaias meets and held talks with General Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo. Li Qiang, new premier, tries to boost confidence of the economy. U.S.-Philippine kicks off their largest ever military drills. Welcome to your domestic in brief. President Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud of the Federal Republic of Somalia arrived in Asmara in the evening hours of today, 13th March, for a two-day official visit on the invitation of President Isaias Afwerki. Upon arrival at Asmara International Airport, President Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud and his delegation were awarded a warm welcome by President Isaias Afwerki. President Isaias Afwerki and President Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud will conduct discussion focusing on bilateral relations and regional developments of interest to the two countries. On your preceding domestic, President Isaias Afwerki in the morning hours of today, 13th March, as well, received and held talks at the State House with General Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, Vice Chairman of the Sudanese Sovereign Council. At the meeting focusing on bilateral relations between Eritrea and the Sudan, President Isaias underlined Eritrea's stance and firm belief that the problem in Sudan could be only solved by the Sudanese people themselves without interference of foreign actors. President Isaias also said that the Sudanese army has to maintain its autonomy and exclude itself from any political activities. General Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, on his part, congratulated Eritrea for renewing its membership in the Intergovernmental Authority on Development, to which it played significant role for its establishment, said that there will be meeting of member states foreign ministers in the near future. Sudan is currently the chair of the Intergovernmental Authority on Development. General Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo arrived in Asmara in the morning hours of today for a one-day official visit on invitation of the government of Eritrea. Upon arrival at the Asmara International Airport, General Mohammed Hamdan was accorded a warm welcome by Minister Osman Saleh, Minister of Foreign Affairs. On your final domestic, National School Leaving Examination 2023 commenced today across the country at the Riyadh and Jeddah Eritrean community schools. At the national examination that will conclude 12 fields of study will be conducted until 18th March, and 14,395 students, out of which 49.1% are female. 49.1% of females are taking part. According to reports, 98% of the examinees are regular students from Sawa High School and technical schools, while the rest are from Adult Education Center and Eritrean community schools in Riyadh and Jeddah. Dr. Bisrat also called on the examinees to make psychological and physical preparations for the examination and strictly follow duty guidelines. Do stay tuned for more on your global report after this. Welcome to your news on the international line. China's new Premier Li Qiang has sought to restore confidence in the country's economy in his first public address since taking up the role. His Excellency said that a growth target set last week, 5%, would not be easy to meet, but added that the economy is stabilizing and picking up again. The world's second largest economy is still railing from effects of Beijing's zero-COVID policy. Challenges also loom boom because of a declining population and job losses. Investors' confidence too has also taken a hit in recent years as China's leader Xi Jinping consolidated his power, cracking down on private businesses from tech companies to a tutoring industry. In an attempt to ally those concerns, Mr. Li said, during a period last year there was some incorrect opinions on the development of private economy, which worried some entrepreneurs. The environment of the private economy would get better and there would be more space for it, unquote. Mr. Li also struck a more conciliatory tone towards the U.S., saying that when China and the U.S. work together, there's much they can achieve. Encirclement and suppression are not advantages for anyone. As party chief of the Shanghai, he oversaw one of the harshest zero-COVID lockdowns that battered China's economic hub, leaving many without food. Party officials often went above and beyond to implement what was seen as Mr. Xi's signature policy, which was received in December following widespread protests. Although Mr. Li's appointment has near certain after the party congress in October, he was formally appointed to the role only during the two sessions and annual meetings of China's legislature and top political advisory body that ended on Monday. As premier, he is now tasked with managing China's economy, and his elevation has surprised many. Unlike almost all his predecessors, he has had no experience working in the central government, but he is known as the loyalist of Mr. Xi's, who worked closely with him in Shanghai on China's richest province between the year 2002 and 2007. On your final report, nearly 9,000 Filipino and American soldiers will take part in the 12th-day joint military drills, signaling the deepening of ties. Thousands of soldiers from the Philippines and the United States are participating in the largest ever joint military drills in the archipelago nation as the two longtime allies come closer, aimed fresh tensions in the dispute South China Sea. The war game are the last undergoing President Rodrigo Duterte, who previously threatened to cancel exercises and acts as a key military deal with the U.S. as he pivoted towards China. Thousands of soldiers from the Philippines and the United States are also participating in the largest ever joint military drill in the archipelago nation as the two longtime allies come closer, aimed fresh tensions and disputes in the South China Sea. The war games are the last undergoing President Rodrigo Duterte, who previously threatened to cancel exercises and ask a key military deal with the U.S. as he pivoted towards China. Nearly 9,000 Filipinos, in a reminder, and American soldiers will take part in this 12-day training, as reported. Dear viewers, that is all for now with your domestic and international news and brief. Stay tuned for more of your reports and your news reports. Until then, these are a recap of your today's major headlines. President Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud arrives in Asmara. President Isaias met and held talks with General Mohammed Hamdan Doglo of Sudan. Li Qiang, new premier ties boost confidence in Chinese economy. U.S.-Philippine kick off their largest ever military drills. That is all for now from our headquarters here on ERi-TV and in Asmara. Thanks for watching once more and stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching. Have a nice one.